Hey guys, it's your girl Mara here with the quick and easy eyebrow video for you guys. Usually it takes me about an hour, so I'm trying to get this in within 15 minutes. So let's start. So all my materials will be listed below. So anything I'm doing first is just brushing the brows with the eyebrow brush. Okay, use that. You're just brushing it the pattern of your natural brows, basically, for all you beginners. So I'm going to use my liner to make me a line, like I'm tracing my eyebrows. That's all I'm doing, tracing a natural shape of it. Mine's are starting to thin out a little bit because it's doing them too much. They start to thin sometimes. But there's nothing you can't fix with a little biotin. Okay. So, I want to add a little bit of color, so I'm going to use my color liner as well. This is optional. You don't have to do color. You can do black, brown, or whatever color goes well with your skin. I just want it to look as natural as possible. I'm just making sure I get everything here. Sorry, I have to look in the mirror because camera tells lies sometimes. Okay. So now we're going to go to our concealer. I'm just going to line that up. Tracing once again outside of your brow. Make sure you get that tip and try to connect the opposite side so it could look sharp like that. Alright, so I don't do the whole brow with this color. I feel like it's better to do a natural color at the top so it won't look so crazy and then you don't have, you know, a lot of trouble blending it. So I'm going to use the Sephora one that I have. I'll put the number. This is closer to my skin tone. This is number 50 for Sephora brand. I'm tracing the top of the brow, natural shape, until you meet the other concealer at the end. I'm going to go back over right here. If it was up to me, both of my eyebrows would be perfect all the time, but there's no way you can absolutely get them perfect. They're not going to be identical. Not unless you go get them tattooed on, they'll be identical then, but even then, they might not even be identical. Okay, let's do the other brow. So once again, we're going to trace from the beginning of the brow all the way to the end, under the brow. We're not tracing on the brow, we're tracing under. Don't worry if you get a little bit on the brow. You can always go back and fix it later. I'm gonna color in a little bit right here. Looks like I didn't get a spot. I'll go back and fix it. Okay, so we're gonna go back to the Sephora. So you guys, I mean, you can do this step. This is optional, whether you want to use the lighter color on top and bottom, or if you want to use just one, you know, color that's closer to your skin tone, whatever works for you. Because what some people do is blend the concealer into the eyeshadow. So that's why a lot of people don't mind doing, you know, top and bottom. You can still blend it, but I feel like I have more trouble blending it, and being that I'm way darker than the actual concealer, I choose to do the top a natural color. So comb this a little bit because I feel like mine is a little bit more arched. So for the front of the brows, you can just go back. Don't fill it in too much because you want to have that natural look. But just fill it in. It's a tad closer to the front, not too much. And this is when you could go back and fill in any spots or anything that doesn't look correct to sharpen them up. So I'll take the pencil and just go back to make sure my line is a little bit more filled in and more sharp. And anything you want to fix, this is your time to fix it. Okay. Just checking them in the mirror because, you know, like I said, the camera like to lie sometimes. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is start blending it in. So I'm gonna use my brush first and just try to trace over. Don't touch the actual brow. You're just trying to blend in the makeup. Sorry guys, that was the phone. Okay, so like I was doing, blending, right? So we're just gonna blend on the outside. We're just trying to get rid of this excess and blend it into our skin that's at the top. Alright, so do the other side. Remember, do not, you know, mess up your brows trying to do this. So I want all your hard work to go into vain. Okay, so now we're gonna do the bottom. Now, like what I said, some people like to basically do this and blend it into their shadow, their eyeshadow. So it's like your brow is highlighted. So that's the trick for that. Try to get as close as you can without messing it up. Next one. And don't forget to get the tip as well. Alright, so then I'll go over my blender ball just to make sure. And I usually wet this because sometimes it's too much, if it's too much makeup, or, you know, you don't want to go outside looking like a clown. And I feel like when you wet the blender ball, it picks up more makeup and blend it better. Let's see. Make sure you get the middle. towards the front of each brow to give it that look, faded kind of look, I want to say. Okay, get all that water off your head. Okay, if you take a little bit too much off, if you mess up your perfect brow line, you can always, always go back and fill it in. Okay, guys, so that's it. That's your quick and easy brows. Like, subscribe. I'll put all the materials that I use, all the cosmetics, at the bottom in the description box. If you have any questions or comments, you know, feel free to ask me, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.